Hi everyone, welcome back to another edition of Football Family Feuds, and today I'm going to be talking about injuries. Why are Chelsea getting so many injuries? It's just getting beyond a joke now, it's just ridiculous. Doing this video again whilst watching a match. I'm always seem to be doing videos now while I'm watching football. I was watching the Manchester United against Derby in the FA Cup. Manchester United currently winning 1-0. A lucky goal, that's probably the only goal Jesse Lingard's third goal this season. It's come off his back. Manchester United seem to be having all the luck this season, whether it be VAR, things going in their favour, or now, Derby were giving them a good game and all of a sudden Luke Shaw takes a shot, it flies off Lingard's back, the goalkeeper's got no chance. So that's enough of the FA Cup now, let's get down to business. So this season, injury after injury after injury. Today I thought we had some good news to tell you, because somebody was saying that Hudson Odoi was back ready for the game against Everton and that Pulisic was close to returning. And so we as a fan base felt happy. But now Liam Towney, he's got close links, journalist with close links to Chelsea Football Club. He's just sent out a worrying tweet about Hudson Odoi, saying that he's aggravated the hamstring that he's been having problems with. So obviously that's going to set him back a few more weeks now. So after thinking that he'll be available for Everton, now we know that he's not available. So we're going to have to make do without him yet again. So this is on top of all the other injuries that we've been experiencing this season. It's just like a who's who on the injury list. At the moment, Kante out. We've got Loftus Cheek out, but just returning. Pulisic out. Kovacic out. Abraham out. And we've obviously got Jorginho suspended. So it's just so many injuries. And why are all these injuries occurring? Have I missed anyone, guys? I don't know if I've missed anyone. Rudiger obviously was out for a while and he's recently returned. So yeah, we've got so many people just injured. So is it the training? I don't know, because some people are saying that it must be the training, but it's too much of a coincidence for it not to be, because a lot of these, if they were like something similar to what happened with Gomez at Everton, where it's a bad tackle, someone breaks the ankle, or it's an ACL or something like that, then you could probably, oh no, Manchester United has gone 2-0 up. Ngala scored, and that just goes to show, guys, Ngala has scored his second goal now for Manchester United, and he's proven to be an asset for them. He was available. We could have got him as cover. That's just to say. Anyway, right, back to what I was talking about. Yeah, it's too much of a coincidence that all these injuries are happening, and there's a lot of like soft tissue injuries as well, and things like Achilles, because the latest injuries, obviously Kovacic and Willian, both of them have Achilles injuries. I'm not sure how bad these injuries are, because we will find out more tomorrow, I think, when Frank Lampard delivers his press conference. The injury for Loftus Cheek, I mentioned before in another video, was down to the idiocy of the board by taking them on some meaningless trip to America on a useless pitch. But again, it was his Achilles, and we saw with last year with Hudson Odoi. So what is the training regime? So it started from last season, actually, under Sarri, because under Sarri 3 of the injuries that we've had this season have been carried through last season. Obviously, Loftus Cheek, Hudson Odoi, and Kante. Oh, 4 actually, because Rudiger. Yeah, so 4 injuries have been carried over from last season. I think with the situation with Sarri is that he overplayed the players. No rotation, especially during the Christmas period. And it was becoming a joke after a while that everyone knew the Chelsea formation before. They didn't even need to give in the team sheets in the end, because it was just the same team week in, week out, same substitutions week in, week out. It was only later on in the season that he started to make 1 or 2 changes. So sometimes when you're overplaying them, overtraining them, you're going to get injuries. So, and the Kante one, he played him when he shouldn't have done in the cup final, and that's had a knock-on effect for this coming season. Rudiger was probably playing through the pain barrier last season as well. So this season, as I said, with Frank, we've been seeing a lot of niggling minor injuries, and most of these injuries have occurred on the training ground, because obviously Pulisic, we didn't know anything about that injury until he just disappeared. He was like the invisible man. We didn't see him, and then obviously we found out that he had this injury. And a couple of the other injuries, the other day, Kovacic one innocuous, Willian's one innocuous. Again, is it overtraining, playing too many matches, what's causing it? Could it be the diet regime under Frank? Because I know that the thing is, when we had started off, I think when Ranieri came, and it followed through with Jose Mourinho and some of the other managers we had a tight regime when it came to training, when it came to diet. Diet changed altogether. So Ranieri was keen on what they ate, how they trained, what time of the day they trained. And we had a fantastic medical staff. I remember our medical record up until before last season, I think, hardly any of our players got injured. You didn't hear of any training ground injuries or anything. Most of the injuries we had were probably knocks that they got whilst on the pitch playing football, but we didn't have any of these soft tissue injuries or hamstring injuries. I think that was unheard of at Chelsea, and our medical staff were lauded. I don't know what's changed, who's changed, whether they left when some of the coaches left and they weren't properly replaced, because I'd expect these medical staff to be monitoring the players, looking how they're performing, telling the coaching staff when they need a rest or if they're not ready to play, because 6-7 injuries all at once can't be, as I said, cannot be a coincidence. I just wish we get a bit more luck in the next few games. Obviously, Loftus Cheek's coming back, fingers crossed. He gains his full fitness and he'll be back ready to go. Pulisic, as I said, is close. Please, 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 may he not suffer a setback. And hoping for positive news when Frank gives his press conference tomorrow with regards to Willian and Kovacic, because this is coming up to the business end of the season now, and we need a fit squad to see us through. Top 4 is so close. So we need to get into that, stay in that top 4 position, and we need all the fit bodies we can to push us over the line. Comment below, guys. Let me know what you think, why you think we've got these injuries. Is it the fault of the manager, the coach? Is it just unlucky, unfortunate? Are there things that we can do to avoid these injuries? I'd love to hear what your comment. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't already done so, to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.